This is the latest I've ever made a video. It is 12:54 p.m. I just had so much on my mind and so much to meditate on. And the one way that I can help myself to take stress off my plate is to talk to those who sit and listen to me vent. I just got off the phone with my mother. God bless her. She's always, looking out for me, and she's still trying her best in spite of what she's going through. She's still trying her best to labor and to kneel with me in these dangerous times that I am going through. But when I was talking to her, it got brought up to my attention to just speak, not read off a script, not read off a tablet, but just speak from the heart. And the one thing that I'm starting to realize is something to speak on is this divine topic. It is finished. It is finished. We heard this beautiful phrase coming from the stage of Good Friday. Good Friday is the Friday that Christ went through the dangers and tragedy that we call the crucifixion. The crucifixion was the most toxic but yet decimating tragedy in history today. You might ask me, Reverend, why do you use the word toxic? Because having that thought in your mind that the greatest man of all time died for sinners like us, they could ruin the mind. Like, why would he die for somebody like me? That's why I use the word toxic. But furthermore, Good Friday was like the day that we all should remember. He went on that cross and he spoke 7 divine words that humanity should follow and that humanity should remember. But it's only one word and one powerful message he was trying to get to us. When all said was done, he closed himself out, closed his eyes, and he gave up what was left of him. And he said, "It is finished." But see, I don't want to use it in that way of that he said it. Because by the grace of him, new blessings do flow. I pray that I stay alive. When Christ gave that sermon and when he gave the 7 words of divinity that I like to call it, that was him saying that he mission complete. Like he came and he done and he conquered. But I would have used it in a way of this, whatever we may be going through time after time, day after day, it is done. I believe that when we get connected to the source of strength, everything that we ought to be going through, everything that we're going through, everything that's hurting us, everything that's stopping us, everything that's harming us, everything that's not of God, it should be finished. I remember growing up, I never knew why I used to go through trials and tribulations. I never knew why people would turn on me. I never knew why I was left to suffer. I never knew why I was diagnosed with sicknesses and diseases. I never knew why things was taken out of my grasp. I never knew why life was even life itself. I never knew. But see, I had to think to myself that everything that we ought to be going through is for a divine purpose. The divine purpose is to make us stronger and make us wiser. And that's God saying, I'm going to watch to see if you can get through what I put you through. He's not, people take that as, he's making me go through this just to put me through it. Now it's a test of faith to see if you have the heart, if you have the faith to get through the test that he put you through. But I've always wondered to myself, many things I have to question in my life. Many things doesn't make sense to me. Like, why did I have to suffer my whole life? Why is people still turning on me? Why is people not being real to me? Why, when I pray for something, I never get, but the ones who do evil, they get. I don't understand, but God was still trying to let me know it is still finished. I've still never understood what he was talking about, but I keep getting that burning feeling in my heart that no matter what you go through, it is already done. You might go through it for a short while, but through the process of you going through what you're going through, it's never gonna last. It's like a storm. No storms are everlasting. People, what they put you through is not everlasting. They words is not everlasting. Everything that you go through has to be for a divine purpose. There's a certain doctrine that's being preached that why do the children of the Most High Father go through these trials and tribulations? It's because if you don't go through these tests in your life, you will not have the ability, you will not have the capability of claiming that you have a testimony, because you can't have that testimony if you have not been tested in your life. There's a story that I've preached before. If you watch it's not recent, but a year or two. It's about my friend Grace. I want to go back to that story real quick. When I was younger, I grew up in Germantown, Maryland. Ever since my Genesis days, we used to always go around and play with other kids. We used to always go to school with kids around neighborhoods, around the district. I used to always be that kid that I've never did homework. I get home, I'll probably do homework like once in a while. But other than that, I never cared for it. But by God's grace, I was still able to pass. But we used to go out, go home. You know, I know I'm not the only person that's done this. That wore bags in the house. You know, your mama make you take off your school clothes. You put on your outside clothes because when you go outside, you get all sweaty and stuff. So you don't want to get in your school clothes. So you used to go out and used to play, right? You used to play, you used to go and have fun because you knew I've dealt with school all day. I want to go have fun with my friends, right? So I remember I came home, got off the bus. My sister used to meet me at the bus stop. You know, I used to go there, see my sister. She used to walk us home. You know, right when I get in the door, throw my bag, run upstairs, get changed up. I'm out with my friends, got my bike, got my scooter. But see, when I was younger, I had two friends, two good old friends we used to play with. We was in a group, but only like two of them. That was my friend Grace and my friend Kayla. You know, Grace and Kayla were sisters, you know. We used to always, you know, all play with each other. We used to all, you know, just be there for each other because we're childhood friends, right? So I remember one day we used to play outside and she had to get home early. So knowing that we didn't have like nothing to do, it's like, oh, can we come? Like, can we come with you? Like, she invited us to her house, you know, to watch TV and play games. Cause you know how you used to go to your friend's house, they got them game systems, and they ask you, do you want anything to drink? Are you hungry or something? So she's asking us, you know, do you want something to eat, something to drink? So I say, no, I'm good, you know. I already had something to drink. I already had something to eat. You know, so she's she keeps asking us, because it's part of hospitality. If you have your own foundation, you want your guests to be, welcomed. You don't want them to go out and be like, oh, I will never come back to this place. This place treated me bad. I will never come back. They didn't offer me nothing to drink. They treated me bad. There's some bad service. So she's doing what people should be doing. So she's offering like you thirsty, you hungry, could we get you a snack, you get sit on the couch, there's a video game, just turn on the TV, stuff like that. So I didn't know that she should have been home at a certain time. So we got home late. Cause you know how the parents, this is only if you really actually hip, right? You look out and the parents tell you to make sure you be in the house before the neighborhood light. It's like you see my neighborhood, like it's all around. It's like those big lamp posts. Before that light cuts on, you supposed to be in the house. But see me when I was younger, because I was around the neighborhood, I never told anybody where I was going, cause I knew I was close to my secret place. I was close to my protection. I was close to my provider. I was close to the area that I knew that I was safe. So I never told where I was going. Right? Walk with me. So I'm sitting in we're in a house and see how mothers are, our parents are trying to say, they're not gonna yell at their kids while company's in the house. You right? Because see, I was sharp. I knew she didn't tell me till we got close to the door, the lamp post, cause it's not a certain time that the lamp post turns on. You just gotta be quicker than that. You know what I'm saying? So that's my rules, like the rules I was given, the rules she was given. Like no matter where we're at, we gotta be in that area before that ring post turns on. So we get into the house, and like I said, she asked if we needed a snack as we was thirsty. I said no. And you could just see her mom, because her mom knew who we were or who I was. So you would tell that she had some sense of anger. So I'm looking at her like, oh, what happened that quick? You know, I don't know what happened. Like, why she mad? So she asked the girls to go upstairs. So knowing me, how like their house was, like you walk in and the couch was right here, TV right there. They had another couch. The kitchen's right there. Basement's that way, and upstairs, that's where the rooms are. So they're here to make sure nobody's listening or eavesdropping or whatever. She asked the girls to go upstairs. So they go upstairs, and by the way, black mothers are, they don't know how to whisper. My God. Who? They don't know how to whisper. They try to whisper, but they can't whisper. And so you gonna hear her mother. She's screaming. She's cussing. Oh, I told your butt to be. But I'm gonna use the good words. I'm not gonna use profanity. So I told your black butt to be in this house. Why you gonna bring somebody over here? You know it's a school night. This, that, this, that. So the girl, she's telling her, like, we didn't know, la, 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 la. He's just a friend. So her mom is her mom's getting louder and louder. So, right, she told her, come in, shut the door. So she shuts the door. But even if the door is shut, you can still hear the mom burping. So the girl is crying out to mom, Mom, stop, calm down, calm down, calm down. So the mom, she's hitting her. She's hitting her, like beating her. So, with me, even at a young age, I truly believed that if you did not do anything wrong, you should not be punished. So I ran up, tried to see what was wrong. And her mom told me to go back downstairs. It had nothing to do with me. So, knowing me, I try to act all big, you know, and I try to stand up for my friend. So I asked her what she was all right. You know, I'm trying to talk to her and stuff. So her mom she kept getting like more aggravated. So the girl, she told me, go downstairs, go downstairs, go downstairs. So we go downstairs. And as we are going downstairs, she taps me on the shoulder. And I turn around. And she cracks a smile. And I was like, what you smiling about? You just got beat. Like, I never seen nobody laugh. And she kept smiling. After she thought she kept smiling. She said, Kenya, it is finished. So you have to understand this. When you are in life, God's going to reconnect you with people that understand the obstacles that you've been through. So when y'all get acquainted and connected with each other, her obstacles or his obstacles is going to be your obstacles. So when y'all get together, y'all get to witness the pain and suffering that you both go through. He or she is going to witness your pain and you will witness him or her pain. But when you get to the point that you witness so much, when you see so much, when you feel so much, when it's your deepest friend, when it's your mom or brother or sister, where they're getting punished, where they're going through something, by you witnessing it, you are getting the capability of knowing that I'm thankful that I was able to be here for you. Even though you just took the beating for me. You took the beating for me. I was never gonna, I should never been here. You went through all of this just for me. I am not worthy for you to get beat, to get cussed at, to get smacked around. But you said I was worthy to take the beating that you did not deserve. Walk with me, y'all. It comes a day when you have to really think outside the box. The baby, she brought me in. She talked to me. She was my friend. She was my mentor. She was somebody to me. But when I didn't have nobody else, she was there for me. She sat at my feet. She labored with me. She suffered with me. She cried with me. She shed blood for me. She was there for me. But at the end of the day, she took a beating. She took a beating. It wasn't no good beating. She took a beating. But I'm mighty glad through that beating. Even though her mom tore her apart. She took all about her hand. She did all she can to make sure this baby suffered. She still got up that ground, looked me in the face, cracked that smile, and said, it is finished. I've gone by to let the children know, the children of the loving, amazing, grace, faithful, devoted, intriguing, so sweet, sweet, sweet children of God. No matter what you go through, you have to understand there was a greatest man who walked this earth. He took a beating. He walked this earth. He started his sweet old ministry. He went through life preaching and teaching and proclaiming that he is God. No matter through the sufferings he took from man. Because I know some of us, we have dealt with times, we have dealt with snakes. We have dealt with haters. We have dealt with people that will spit in your face. We have dealt with so much. But see, if he can get through it, then we can get through it. I'm thankful for my friend Grace. She is the epitome behind a true friend. I've never had a friend except the man upstairs that has taken a beating for me. I'm not worthy. I'm not anybody special. But I'm thankful that she brought me in. She didn't just bring me in. She labored and suffered with me, knowing that she was going to get in trouble. She didn't leave me out to stray. She brought me in and offered hospitality. Because you have to understand is not everybody you look eye to eye with is going to show you love. If they show you love, not everybody is going to show you real love. Oh, my. Not everybody that comes into contact with you is there for you. Some people that you come in contact with is here to destroy your life. Some people you come in contact with are here to knock you off the road that he has put you on. But sometimes you have to understand this. You need to use the gift that he gave you. You need to realize who would take a beating for you or who would just watch you take a beating. You need to realize who will suffer for you or who will watch you suffer. You need to realize who's for you and who's surely against you. I've come by to tell you I'm grateful for my friend named Grace. Because if it wasn't for the grace, I would not be here today. Even though I'm not perfect, I'm not 100%. If it wasn't for the grace of the living and truly in a magnificent and amazing and sweet old God, I would not be here today. It's something about that good old grace. That grace is sufficient. The grace is sweet. The grace is loving. The grace is something that will not watch you suffer, but will help you get through the sufferings. There's something called grace. I remember after she took the beating, I thought she was crazy. Because I know when I got beat by my parents, it wasn't no smiling after it. If I had the strength I had now, those beatings would never have happened. But since I was younger, I accepted the beatings. I cried, I screamed, and I wished for a new beginning. But old Grace allowed me to know that you should go do it. As long as you have grace behind you, you can get through what you go through. But there's still something about that sweet old magnificent grace. When people talk about you, when people shut you out, when people use you, when people abuse you, when people watch you suffer but don't want to help you get through the sufferings, that's when you can look at grace. I'm so happy Grace is not like man, because if Grace was like man, then I would have already been dead. But there's something called grace. Grace is not like humanity. And see, that's one good thing I like about grace, because if grace was like humanity, then we will all be in the pits of hell suffering. But she took this beating for me. Even though I know how it feels to get beat. I know how it feels to get beat with switches and drop cords and belts. I felt the suffering. But the suffering that I witnessed, it wasn't a regular suffering. It was a suffering to make a statement. The suffering that I watched was allowing me to know, even though you're seeing me get beat, I'm not going to fight back. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to scream. I want you to realize I'm taking this beating for you. I claim you to be my friend. I claim you to be my brother. I claim you to be my father. I claim you to be my mother. I'm taking this suffering for you. She suffered. But I'm thankful that she got up. And when she got up, I know that she felt bad. Having a belt go against your skin. Having it beat up by somebody you know you can't fight back against. Having it get yelled at and cussed at. I know how she felt. But I was asking her, why would you take that beating for me? You could have easily told me to go home. We lived 3 doors down. But she said, no, Kenya, I wanted you to stay. Because who would I be if I sent you home and I'm the one who brought you in? I was there when nobody else was here. I stayed with you when everybody talked about you. I've laid at your feet when people wanted you dead. I've heard your cry when they plotted against you. I was there when they tried to murder you. I was there when they wanted you dead. But why, who would I be if I asked you to leave? We are in this together, and through the sufferings, we are in this together. I took it for you. But now that you witness the beating, now that you see me rise, now that you see me get on my feet, I may be broken, I may be hurt, but I am not defeated. Because through the beating, I still rise. My brothers and sisters, that's what you need to do. You need to get up. I know it's not easy when you hear people talking about you. I know it's not easy when people have treated you wrong all your life. Let them suffer. Don't hate. Let them go through what they gotta go through. But at the end of the day, you need to understand there's a man who went through it all. He suffered. He bent, but he also rose. Whatever you may go through, if you are connected to him, then your problems is already finished. He's just waiting on you to realize that he's already worked it out. I feel like somebody still don't understand. Get to know him. The man who did many miracles through the Old and New Testament. The man who started his ministry at a young age. The man who had his loving disciples. The man who healed, raised, and delivered. I'm talking about Jesus. Because at the end of the day, he is able. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I come by to let you know at 1:23 a.m. No matter what you may be going through, just know grace went through it. Grace got you through it. Grace was there for you. Grace was there when you was cutting yourself. Grace was there when you couldn't put down the cigarettes. Grace was there when you couldn't put down the marijuana. Grace was there when you couldn't put down the bottle. Grace was there when you was putting your body on the streets. Grace was there when you wanted to hang yourself. Grace was there when you wanted to shoot yourself. Grace was there. But you have to wake up and realize that grace is already working in your favor. But no matter what, if you are connected to the man upstairs, then whatever you may be going through is already finished. I thank you all for whoever watches this. I'm gonna be uploading this really early, but if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whoever it may be, allow that words of my heart be meditated on your mind and in your body and your soul. Allow him to remove me from this situation and for him to step in front of me so you won't see me, so you will see the grace of God that's working through me. May his love and peace be with you now and forevermore. And may the words that come out of my mouth be acceptable to his sight, but touch your heart, that whatever you may be going through, it may be done in his name. I love you all. And remember, grace did it. And because of grace, it is finished. God bless you all. Look. He did it. I didn't do it. I'm just the messenger. He's the one who allows grace to intervene into our situations. We, the children of the Most High, we can't take credit for what's not in our hands. The man upstairs is accountable for everything that goes on in our life. We ought to be giving glory and honor to him because grace got us through. But no matter what you may go through, just know this. No matter what you are going through, whenever your trials and tribulations, if you are connected to him, he will get you through. All right. Love you all.